Okay, hello everybody, welcome to another episode. This is Big Bang Crypto and my name is Sam. I will try to talk a little bit louder today. I'm sorry for the last video, but honestly I don't have that much power at the moment. There are some things going on in my life. But yeah, so let's get into it, guys. Before I talk about some altcoins that I'm watching, and some of you said you want to know which one it is that I wrote in the Discord channel. So guys, if you're not in our Discord channel, please join. The link is in the description. There I asked you guys if you know which altcoin is preparing for a nice movement upwards, of course. So before we get into it, I want to talk about Bitcoin, and because the big question is, will we break $10,000? Honestly, guys, and this is only my opinion, I'm not saying sell your Bitcoin or whatever. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing right now, and I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like that. It's just, first of all, it's looking too good to be true. Usually when we have a bullish movement, guys, you don't see that coming, really. You don't really see that coming. It just goes crazy, right? And this is the first thing. The other thing, everybody's expecting this thing to go up. Now, of course, this can happen. Of course, this can happen, and you should really, really make your own um, decision and your own analysis and what you've seen during the last days, weeks, months, years. But I'm telling you, somehow I don't trust what I'm seeing, and the RSI is telling me that this could be all, no, not all, but let's say I think it's not just going to continue. I think that at some point there will be a bigger correction. Now, from my experience, when the RSI is fighting with one level for a longer time, like it is doing right now, it's fighting with the 70, it usually means that there is a bigger correction in front of us. Right? The only thing that makes me change my mind is when we can get above the 70 on the RSI. Right? This is the only thing that will change my mind. But currently, I see us more going down than continuing this upwards movement. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about a $100 or $200 move upwards. I'm not talking about that. So something like that could happen. All right, so testing 10K could happen, but at the moment, I don't really think that we will really explode, or let's say Bitcoin will explode in the next days and just break through 10K and then go up to 11K. All right, I don't think so. But what I would do is when Bitcoin gets above 10K, I'm in and I have my stop loss a little bit below 10K, so I'm safe. If this is all, yeah, not real, then then it's fine for me. So once again, I'm not talking about a $100 or $200 move upwards. All right, I'm not talking about something like this. I'm talking about the parabolic movement. All right, so something that could happen is another $200, $300 movement, but then coming down. All right, and I don't want to be one of those guys that get in at that point right here, and then yeah, it just turns around and goes all the way back down, or let's say 50% of this whole movement it goes down, and yeah, so I have a big loss. So what I will do now is I will wait for Bitcoin to get above 10K. I have my stop loss below 10K, and if it turns around and goes back down, I'm safe. So this is how I will play this. And yeah, like I said, RSI currently, when it's fighting with one level for a longer time, it usually means that we're going down. And just to give you an example, so when we take a look at this part right here, so as you can see, at that time it was fighting with the 54. we were fighting with it, and then yeah, it just came down, and you can check that yourself and go back all the way back, and when you find those price actions and RSI movements where we had this movement where it really was fighting with one level, like here for example, it was fighting with one level, it usually comes down, right? So you can check that yourself and see how high the probability for something like that is. Like I said, getting above 70, this is key for me. I want to see a break of this level on the RSI. So this is it for Bitcoin for me. And only one last thing, when I go to the 1 hourly, what I'm seeing right now is on the 1 hourly, it looks like we have support on the 20 moving average. All right, I like what I'm seeing right here. And so like I said, it's possible that there is one last pump to 10K and then we're coming down. And when you look at that, I mean, here you're making higher highs, but at the same time you're making lower highs on the RSI. So yeah, like I said, I don't really trust what I'm seeing right now. And if you didn't watch my video called the Bears Plan, maybe you should watch it to understand what I'm talking about. Also guys, resistance up here from this rising wedge where I talked about and said that I think we will come down when everybody was expecting it to go crazy. We came down, and now we're getting again close to the resistance of this rising wedge, so watch out for that. Also, what I want to show you before I forget it is, and it's so interesting, the blue Fib circle, guys, that I talked about so much. So last time we crossed this Fib circle, as you can see, we had a big correction. And what I want to show you, so if you take a look at that part, so we crossed that blue Fib circle, we started coming down, and then we have this nice green a candle. And if we take a look at what happened last time we crossed this Fib circle, we came down, and then all of a sudden we had a nice green candle, but yeah, we dropped. So that is my view. Like I said, I'm not telling you sell your Bitcoins. This could be real. It's really, really difficult to say what's going to happen at this point. It's really, really difficult. Just from my experience, I don't really trust it, and I told you I will wait for 10K. When we're above 10K, I have my stop loss below 10K. That's how I'm going to play it. All right, that's it. So altcoins. Yesterday I talked about Ethos, Voyager, whatever, and today we're up 5%, looking strong to me, and this could be one of the winners during this bull run. All right, so this is really looking good to me, finding support on the 20 moving average and the 200 up there. And look at that, you make 80% only by testing the 200. So, and then Ethereum, no, this is not the chart, because someone said Ethereum. All right, guys, so I don't know if you remember the video where I talked about Ethereum and this descending, broadening wedge formation. Ethereum at that time was at this point, and I said I think there will be a partial decline and then we will break through it. This is exactly what happened. So if you don't believe me, you should search for that video where I talk about that. And so first target of this wedge formation is of course up here, so $240. All right, so this is the first target for me when it comes to Ethereum. And then of course we have this huge resistance, and as you can see, Ethereum broke above this resistance, and I think that there's so much possible for Ethereum. So if it really goes up, it could reach $700, $600 again. So I think this, so to me, this really, really looks bullish. Really, really looks bullish. And that is what I like about Ethereum. As you can see, so here the RSI is completely different to Bitcoin. It's completely different. All right, so that is what I'm talking about. Or for example, look at this point. So Ethereum was fighting with the price, so with let's say $190. This at the same time RSI couldn't really get above that level, and then a big correction. So this is why I say, from my experience, something like that is more bearish. All right, so this to Ethereum, but this is not the one that I've been talking about, or what the coin that I think of. Litecoin. Let's have a look at Litecoin. Yeah, difficult with Litecoin, and we all know Litecoin and Bitcoin tend to do the same. So where is it? Where is it? Ah, yeah. So yesterday, guys, I talked about Binance Coin. And I said the next time I make a video, it will be above $20. Hell, where is it? There it is. So yeah, yesterday when it was down here, I said I think this thing will go above the 200 and stuff like that. And I mean, today we're up 6.6%, so that's not bad in my opinion. Nano, look at that, guys. I talked about it yesterday, and today we're up nearly 7%. Fighting with the dollar, it will be very, very interesting to see if it is able to get above the dollar. If it is, pooh, that's hot. That's hot. Look at that amazing resistance line. Look at that amazing resistance line. Possible first target $1.70, $1.60. Next target $3, and I think that's not a problem for Nano. So, and the coin that I wanted to show you is XRP. I don't know if you like XRP. There are a lot of haters, but I don't care. I'm only taking a look from a technical analysis point of view, and what we are seeing again is a beautiful resistance. It broke above this resistance right here, and there are some news about XRP. So a first target, in my opinion, is the 40 cent. And then, of course, we could reach 80 cents to a dollar, I think, for XRP. And why I'm saying this one is looking bullish, or what do I like about this coin? It's that it broke above the 200 moving average. This is a strong sign. And now what I really love at the moment is this candle right here coming down to the 200 moving average, and then now showing us this bottoming tail bar on the 200. So this is amazing. This is amazing. This is, to me, a very, very bullish setup. Now the question is, should you get in now? Well, something that could happen is that tomorrow we start a little bit bearish, a little bit going down before we really see it going up. So I'm not saying tomorrow this thing is going to explode. It's possible that tomorrow is a very, very strong day, but something that could happen is that we will be fighting 1 day, 2 days in this zone right here, and then we're going to get higher. Of course, we're close to the 30 cent, so the 30 cent level will be resistance, and the question is, of course, is it able to get above the 30? And if it can get above 30, I think, yeah, there will be a very strong movement. And I wanted to go to the weekly right here. So what you can see, this is why I have this pink line right here, all right? So as you can see, this is a very important zone right here. We have a lot of support back then, and now of course it is resistance, this zone. So this is this zone to the 30 cent. So if we can get above 30 cent, if we can get above 30 cent, look look what is possible. So if we can get above 30 cent, I think this could be really huge. Of course, we have to keep in mind that we have the a 50 moving average on a weekly chart right here. This is at 33 cents. So this zone right here will be very exciting to see if XRP is able to get through that zone. But this candle is very nice. This candle is very nice, and I will be watching XRP and see if it is able to get in that level. So and then buy in, because I think XRP currently is a sleeping giant. Nobody is really watching XRP, in my opinion. Not a lot of people talking about it, and this is bullish. So this is telling me the buyers are getting in. Buyers want this thing to go up. All right, guys, thank you very much for your attention. I hope it is helpful. I hope you like it. Please give it a like, subscribe, join our Discord channel, and so on and so on. I think we have a lot of things in our channel that yeah, is really helpful, and yeah, I wish I had something like that when I started, honestly. I'm not saying that my work is the best or something like that, but I think what I'm talking about is helpful, and yeah, or I hope you think it is helpful. All right, guys, thank you very much. Have a nice day, night, whatever, and we'll see you soon. Bye.